Welcome to another episode of the Cat Breeding for Beginners podcast. I'm Pamela and I breed British Shorthairs in Perth, Western Australia. I have a real passion for cat breeding and exhibiting, and I want to share my knowledge and experience with you. I'm on a mission to help new cat breeders go from feeling intimidated, confused and having trouble getting started to confidently breeding happy and healthy cats whilst enjoying this amazing hobby. Before we get started, make sure you visit my website and download your copy of my helpful guide, Advice to New Breeders, where experienced breeders share some great tips they wish someone told them when they started breeding. You can find the link on my homepage at www.catbreedingforbeginners.com. Just look for the picture of Angelica with her kittens. I was talking this morning to a member of my new cat breeders club, and my newbie was telling me that she's getting an import coming in from overseas, and she's interested to know about doing stud services with him in the future and how that works and what you do. And it's kind of interesting because that was our monthly theme this month in the new cat breeders club, was actually on importing. And importing in Australia is a big deal. You know, it can cost you between I think my last one was $12,000, but I think I probably underestimated. And I know people that are paying $20,000 because the cats that they're buying are actually more expensive than the cats that I was buying, but the importation costs on top are a lot of money. So whether you're getting a cat that's being imported or whether you're getting a cat that's, just from another breeder, as an entire cat, I want to talk to you about something that I do and that it might actually make sense to you as well. When you get a cat from another breeder, that cat doesn't have your name on it in any way, shape or form. So let's talk about my recent import, my beautiful big boy from Renacci's Cattery. Renacci's in Belgium. My boy, his name is Renacci's Hercule Poirot. We call him Toby, but his name is Renacci's Hercule Poirot because Hercule Poirot was the Agatha Christie detective, and he always said he was from Belgium. So that's why I named him that. It's probably my favourite show in the world, actually. And so he's come over, and there's two things about this. There's one issue and there's two solutions. So the issue is that when other people would come to use Toby, so I have two friends that use my stud cats on a regular basis, and I'm really happy about that. And if they came over and they used Toby for a mating, when their kittens' pedigrees are produced, the kittens' pedigrees will show him as the father, and then we'll show all the cats behind him, and that's great. But I don't appear there anywhere. Nothing about me appears there anywhere. Now, I know I didn't breed him. His wonderful breeder in Belgium bred him. We're so grateful. But I kind of think, I did spend a lot of money, and it was a lot of time. It was a year, and it was a big effort. And now that he's here, I care for him. I love him. I provide for him. He's my cat. And I put in all the effort for him to be the breeding cat. And I don't appear on that pedigree anywhere. There's no recognition of my efforts. So there's two ways to deal with this. There's two ways to solve this problem. And I've done both. So one of the things that you can do is, if your association has them, you can put a suffix on your cat's pedigree. So Toby will be Renacci's Hercule Poirot of Cuddleton. Now, I know to the people in America, in the States, you'll be like, oh, that's just, you have to do that. There are associations there that say it's mandated. That's what you have to have. And I know my friend Kirsty, her ragdolls that she bought from America, it would have been 20 years ago now, more than 20 years ago. They came over with her prefix on the end of them. And I always thought we didn't see suffixes very much in Australia then. And I remember one association said we don't recognise suffixes, but they couldn't take it off because it was the pedigree name of that cat. So hers was Mythical's Prince Charming of Musings. Always had the of Musings on the end of it. So we knew it was Kirsty's cat. So in the States, it's done automatically a lot, I think, but in other countries, it's not. But associations do still offer it. And I've made sure that, the association I'm with now, because I was one of the founding members, that was something that we could offer to our membership. So I've also had it put on by one association and then removed by another. It's weird. So you have to just keep an eye on that. But my cats that come from other breeders, I always put the of Cuddleton on the end of that. So that when people get cats or kittens in the future, they can see that it kind of is a really nice way of saying, I didn't breed this cat, but I've loved and cared for this cat. So that's the thing that it says to me, that this is not my cat. I got this cat from someone else, but this other person is being, we're both being recognised as being the people that have this cat. One person bred the cat, the other person is breeding from the cat. And it's a really nice way to recognise that, and it puts your prefix on that pedigree. So if my friends came over and used Toby, then had kittens, the father of their kittens would be Renacci's Hercule Poirot of Cuddleton. So my prefix would be there, and it would say to people that this is not her cat, this is a cat that someone else has, and I'm that someone else. So that's one way to do it. The other way to do it is the way that, and I've done that in the past. So I have let people use my imported cats or my cats that I have bought from other people. I've done that. But what I will probably do with Toby is I don't think I will do that. I think with Toby, I will do the other thing, the other solution. And the other solution is that I don't think that I will have other people coming to have matings with Toby. I think that Toby is going to probably be exclusively mine in that way, that any that are getting, anyone's that's getting 50% of his DNA in the kittens, that'll be mine. So what I will probably do with Toby is, and I know I'm already going to do this with Toby because he's already been born, is Toby has given me a beautiful, beautiful blue baby kitten. A beautiful blue baby kitten. So when he grows up, he is going to be one of my stud cats because I've just retired my blue. I don't have a blue stud at the moment, so I've just retired Herbert and I don't have a blue stud. So this little guy is looking like he's going to take over. So he will be the one that my friends will be able to use. So they will still be able to get Toby's DNA, but they'll be getting 25% of it, not 50% of it. And so when they go to register the kittens from that mating, they will have my new boy. I'm thinking of calling him Rupert. I might change my mind, but they will have the sire as Cuddleton Baron Rupert, and the grandsire will be Renacci's Hercule Poirot of Cuddleton. So I will appear on there twice, but it will be very clear that the stud is of my breeding. So that's the other way you can do it. You can make it go forward a generation. And I also, when I say, and I say this to people all the time when they're having, litters from my boys, is that my restriction is that you don't sell kittens for breeding from that first mating. You can sell their children's kittens, because I think that they should put their stamp on the pedigree before it goes off to someone else as well. So I kind of feel a bit like that too. But the two ways that I make sure that I'm recognised on the pedigree of kittens that another breeder is having from my cats is to have a suffix on the end of my imported, or not necessarily imported, a suffix on the end of the cats that I have purchased from other breeders, and to breed forward a generation and let those cats be the ones that are used for breeding as opposed to letting my cats from other breeders be used. So that's the two ways that I can do it. So I just thought that was a bit interesting. It's not something that I've sort of heard anybody else talk about really, but I think it would be helpful for people because when you're new breeders and you've got sort of things that you've got from other breeders and that you sometimes don't realise what you're giving away before you've given it away. So at least, this way you're sort of putting it on there, and then later on down the track, with cats, we're not like dogs. People aren't like looking for the champions and trying to get matings off them and that kind of thing. But it is nice to have it when someone's reading a pedigree to see you on there looking the way that you want it to look. So I do like that. So hope that was helpful, and chat to you soon. Thanks for listening. Make sure you visit www.catbreedingforbeginners.com where you can find articles, guides, courses and more. Plus, make sure you check out my amazing New Cat Breeders Club. It's a supportive space where new cat breeders can learn, share and help each other. I only take new members a few times a year, so sign up to make sure you don't miss out.